this is Shika Bless. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. As promised, I'm back with yet another video. First and foremost, I do want to thank you guys for all the birthday wishes yesterday on my Instagram and Facebook. If you guys do not follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I will put the links below. Be sure you do that because I do have information that is posted on both of those profiles on a daily basis. And of course, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do so. All right. So again, thank you guys so much for the birthday wishes. I really enjoyed my birthday yesterday. And if you guys go over to my Facebook and Instagram, you'll probably even see some pictures of my cake and some of the stuff that I did yesterday. All right. Anyways, guys, so I'm back with another video as promised. I told you guys I'm going to be talking to you every week about things that you can do to earn a living during this pandemic and even after the pandemic. Things that you can do that does not require a large investment, things that you can do from home, things that you can start doing today, building your own brand, building your own business. All right. So today I'm going to be talking about starting your own tax preparation business online. And if you guys know me very well, if you don't know me, you will get to know me. But if you know me very well, you'll know that taxes is basically my thing. Tax and notary is what I've been doing for several years. I have experience from all aspects, from the consumer level to the IRS part of it, and also being an entrepreneur. And very important point to make is I have experience on different levels. So let me kind of break that down for you a little bit. So in the beginning, when I started with the whole tax situation, I was going to someone else to have my taxes done. So that's the consumer side, right? I was going to a tax professional to have them professionally prepare my tax. I felt like, oh my gosh, I can so do this on my own. It doesn't look like they're doing much, right? So I decided to go the DIY route, which is do it myself, go on some of these online softwares and do my own taxes. From doing that, I kind of fell in love with the whole thing, and I felt like, you know what? I want to start my own tax preparation firm. So then I started doing my own thing, started up my tax preparation firm. And at that point, I felt like I needed to learn more because what I learned from the outside was, kind of limited. And I wanted to know how the whole process works. So I went and worked with the IRS for several years. And don't get me wrong, I really love my job. I did some great things there. But I then decided, you know what? I want to go back out and work on the other side so I can help people who are struggling, especially those who are making huge mistakes that end up causing them trouble with the IRS. So here I am running my own successful tax preparation business and also being a notary. This is my second term being a notary in the state of Florida and now a remote notary. So I notarize documents all over the country, not just in Florida. And I actually help clients, business taxes, small businesses, individuals, and I help them all over the country as well. So even though I'm here in the state of Florida, I help clients all over the US. All right. So that's basically it. That's my experience. So what I want to talk to you guys about today is the steps that you need to take to start your own online tax preparation business. First and foremost, there is no experience that is needed here. There's no experience that's needed, no degree. You don't have to go to school to study anything. As long as you can read and comprehend and understand English, you should be perfectly fine. Okay. So let me tell you guys about some of the requirements of starting your own tax preparation business. First and foremost, you need to learn what the tax laws are. You need to learn what is deductible, what is taxable, what is refundable, what are credits, all those things you need to know. The reason you need to know these things is because this is what's going to help you in helping your clients. And it's also something that's going to help you maintain your clients and even get new clients, because the more you know what you're doing, the less likely it is that your clients are going to have any kind of trouble with the IRS. I've seen a lot of people that will say, you know what, well, I can do it on, this website and that website and whatever, and I can, get a big refund. The goal is not always to get a big refund because you don't want your clients to be in trouble with the IRS. And I'll talk to you guys about that in just a second. I'll dig a little bit deeper in that and what I mean by that. So first and foremost, as I mentioned, you need to get tax training, tax law training. All right. Second thing you need to get a preparer ID number or PTIN from the IRS. It's very simple, very easy to do. I will say this, that if you have any unresolved tax issues, you may want to get that taken care of before you try to apply for a PTIN, because the IRS will check to see if you are compliant with your taxes before they give you a PTIN. Okay. So if you have a balance with the IRS, you may want to call them and try to get a payment plan. If you have not filed your taxes, you have delinquent tax returns, you may want to take care of that. And mainly the reason they look at these things is if you're going to be handling other people's taxes, they're basically going to say, you're not, they're looking at how you're handling your own taxes. If you're not really taking your taxes serious, how are you going to take someone else's taxes serious? So anyways, the preparer ID number is required if you're going to be a paid tax preparer. So if you're going to get paid, you definitely need to get a PTIN from the IRS. I recommend one anyways, even if you're not getting paid, as long as you're using professional software. It basically shows, that you're a professional, you know what you're doing. Before you submit that tax return, go ahead and get the PTIN. Well, before you even prepare returns, get the PTIN. All right, guys. So the next thing you need is software. You need professional tax software. A lot of people are going to say, you know what, I can go online and I can log in as this person and create an account and I can do their taxes. Trust me, I've heard it. I've had clients who've had terrible experiences with it, and it's definitely not a good thing to do. So basically what they're doing is they're going on some of the free providers and they're creating accounts with like emails and stuff like that and pretending to be the customer and then inputting information on the software. Here's the trouble with that. Sometimes people will create accounts, they go in, they take your W-2s or your tax forms, and they just put anything, and I do mean anything. I've heard of some stories, I've seen some that is just mind-boggling, like how did this even happen? Now, they just put whatever it is so that they can get a favorable return. That means either a bigger refund or so that they don't owe money or whatever the goal is that they're trying to accomplish. They're not really thinking about how this is going to affect the client. If you report something to the IRS, if you say, well, I bought a house, I have a house, I paid this in interest, and the IRS goes, okay, let me see your receipts, and this person does not have a house, that is a ton of trouble with the IRS. Not to mention audits. Sometimes the IRS things will slip through the crack. They'll put things on the return and it may not get picked up by the IRS because most of the returns that are processed at the IRS are processed by computers, not really an individual. Sometimes it might slide by the computer and they don't, pick it up right then. And then years later, 2-3 years later, you get a letter saying, hey, you owe a balance because this was on this return and, we need some proof. So there's a lot of different things, guys. I can tell you guys a lot more. I do have a tax preparation training program that is starting on August 16th. And actually, you guys, I'll put a link down below if you want to sign up. You can start with just a little as $100 down. The entire program itself is normally $500. I've discounted it due to the pandemic to $300. That program includes the tax training, the tax software, and also support. You have your own login information. It's web-based, so you can log in and do returns from anywhere in the country as long as you have secure internet connection and a computer or laptop to actually go ahead and access the software itself. So if you guys are interested in training, trust me, I will give you guys all the tea, a lot of stories, and I will teach you how to stay away from certain issues with the IRS, okay? And how to help your clients, especially the ones that continuously owe taxes on a yearly basis every time they file, all right? So yes, when it comes to software, you need professional software that you can actually access. You put in your preparer ID number, you put in your company name, you put in all that information, and that identifies that this return is being prepared by a professional. Now, there is different levels. There's a PTIN, which is a person that is just a paid preparer. And then there's an EFIN, which is an individual like myself that is an electronic return originator, also known as ERO. With our training program, you are not required to have the EFIN because you're actually partnered with an EFIN EFIN holder. I don't know where my mind went, guys. Anyways, so you're not required to have an EFIN. If you have an EFIN, that is awesome. We can partner with you, but it may be just a little bit, of tweaking, but we can definitely do that. So professional tax software, it has all the forms, all the schedules, all the information that you need to assist small business and individual clients. So normally when you're on some of these other sites, the free taxes, they limit the free product to people that meet a certain income. For example, your income has to be less than 65,000 for the year. When you're a professional tax preparer and you're utilizing professional tax software, it doesn't matter what that person's income is. You basically can access the software and prepare the return for them. Okay, guys, so the next thing we're going to be talking about are bank products. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, why would I need a bank product to be a tax preparer? I'll tell you exactly why. Most people, when they go to file their tax return, they're mainly paying upfront. So when they go to a tax professional, an accountant or anyone else to get their returns prepared, or CPA, or tax preparer, some people will pay upfront, but majority of the clients that you will get, they're going to want you to actually deduct your fees from their tax refund. In order for you to do that, you will definitely need a bank product, or you need to get what we call a tax bank. What a tax bank does is when the IRS deposits the refund, the bank will take your portion of the fee and then basically deposit the remainder to the client's bank account. Or they will deposit your portion of fees to your account, and then they will give you an authorization to print a check so that the client will have access to their funds. All right. So the bank products give you the option to either print your client a check or go ahead and give them, get their funds deposited, direct deposit, without actually having to come out of pocket and pay for their tax preparation fees up front. All right. So the bank products are really, really good. Another benefit of the bank products is that your clients will be able to take advantage of different promotions. Some banks will also offer a refund advance, which means that before they receive the full refund from the IRS, they will allow the client to access up to a certain amount. Sorry guys if you hear background noise, I'm home. But anyways, for example, for tax year 2020, my clients and some of our contractors, their clients, they were able to access up to $6,000 within 24 hours as an advance from their refund. So they're basically kind of advancing the money, and then once the IRS deposits the refund, they subtract the advance from it and give the clients the remainder of it. That is very, very good because a lot of people depend on their tax refund. And some people do not have the luxury of waiting for 3 weeks to get their refund. And I know, trust me, a lot of people are going to say you shouldn't be depending on your refund. Unfortunately, we're all not in the same boat financially. A lot of people depend on this and they wait for it every year. And I have total and complete respect for every client, regardless of what your financial situation is. So if my clients are needing to get access to money immediately, if they need to get their refund a little faster, they cannot wait. I want to be able to help them. All right. So that is some of the benefits of the bank products. There are a lot more, and I will definitely be talking about that in the tax training that I do have starting on August 16th. Again, if you're interested in that, a link will be posted below. You can contract with our company. We give you flexible payment options. We train you on tax law. You don't have to have an EFIN. And we also provide you the professional tax software that you can use. You can access it. And again, your company, your brand is the face of your own business. So no, you're not working for us as an employee. You're just partnered with us as a contractor. All right. So if you're interested in that, guys, do not forget, the link is below. You can sign up. Classes start on the 16th of August, and you can start for as little as $100 down. All right. Now, the bank products I will go into in depth in training. The next thing I want to tell you guys about is basically that there isn't a lot that is required as far as like licensing and all that stuff to run a tax preparation business, especially if it's online. So I will be going in depth in that in training, and I may also do another video to follow up this video to talk a little bit about, how to register your business, LLC versus sole proprietorship, and whether or not you should, register yourself as an LLC. All right. So anyways, guys, that is basically it. Let me go ahead and recap what we spoke about today. So to start your own tax preparation business, first and foremost, you need to learn the tax laws so you know exactly what you're doing and so you can help your clients. 2, you need to get a PTIN, which is a preparer ID number from the IRS. 3, you need to get professional tax software. And 4, your professional tax software, if you want your fees deducted from the client's refund, you must have a bank product. All right. So those are the steps that you can take. If you guys need any more information, if you have questions, please feel free to drop those down below in the comment section. If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and do so. I have a ton of information I want to share with you guys. There's a lot in this brain, and I am ready to go ahead and get you guys started on your journey to becoming your own boss, whether it's in the tax business, notary business, or any other kind of business that you're aspiring to do.